We're live here at the BizLink Center in Duluth, Georgia. I'm Tony Black from Real Talk with Tony Black. We're a day in the life of business. We're right here with Miss Reddy, Dr. Silver, and I will let you know more in just a minute. We're here with visionary people.
The more complicated your instrument or product or service is, the more alliances you need to build. From a perspective of being affiliated with the World Chamber of Commerce and being executive director, there are over 80 bilateral organizations here in Atlanta. So it makes sense to just partner with an organization that stature and allow them to tell you, not ask, to tell you this is how you need to build a business transaction to my community.
Yes.
If you need a blueprint, if you take a look at the #1 global brand in the world, just noted by Bloomberg last week, Coca-Cola. Go to the world of Coke, there are probably 75 or 80 different flavors based on that country that it's sold in. Not based on the taste buds and the preferences of here in the United States, but based on that country. So from a perspective of marketing, you need to build alliances if you're going to go international with the experts in that particular region and build from the outside in, from outside your company to inside to your market.
With me. And now I can't keep her out of that. She's calling me all the time. I'm not going after her. I'm going to Australia. But she had a fear, but it's taking that first step. Taking that first step. And then sometimes I go back to the good book. If you're trying to grow something, sometimes it's better to give than to receive. And this is what I had to help my daughter understand when we were trying to grow my wife's business. She used to say, you give away too much. And you have to show folk that you're willing to help them, and those folk will come back and help you. Now, the same persons that she gave her services to 2 years ago, now is her biggest client. So sometimes it's not you're always trying to get, but sometimes giving, you can get a return on that investment.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, we are about almost done. We're going to wrap up a day in the life of business, crossing international borders. I really pray that you have received a lot of valuable information. This episode will be on demand, so you can always come back and watch it and watch the pieces you like and refresh on it. And I always encourage you, share the information. Tell some people about it so that they can watch it as well. As we wrap up, we're going to ask our panelists to give their final quick thoughts on personal experience, recommendations, any last-minute thoughts, and we're going to do that in about 30 seconds each. So Salmi, within 30 seconds, please give us your final thoughts and recommendations that you would like to offer.
Recommendations I would like to offer is like, you recommend yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to recommend you. Represent yourself, represent your thoughts in a very well-mannered way. Don't worry about the language or anything. As long as you can express yourself and make yourself understandable, you break all those rules.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Tony Martin.
Yes, one of the things I want to pass on to you is take a look at the financial, economic, international vital signs. They're all around us. Write these acronyms down. BRIC, B-R-I-C, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. N11, the next 11 nations. G20, the most advanced financial systems in the world. Davos, Switzerland, the event that just happened less than 2 weeks ago. Those are the financial decisions and economic decisions that are influencing the world for the next 25 years. Become familiar with that, because if you're looking to go international, those will become more important, because over 70% of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ's returns are going to come from outside of the United States.
Very important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sabrina Kelly, within 30 seconds, give us your final thoughts.
I'm going to leave with you my daily mantra, and that is invest in you, because nobody else will.
Well said. Thank you so very much. Dr. Silver.
Yeah, I think if you're going to be doing business internationally, you need to begin to look at where the growth markets are. The developed nations have just about peaked out. The growth is going to be taking place in the South, what they call the South now. You have the North-South phenomena. Most of the growth is going to be taking place in the South, in the developing nations. You're going to have to begin to forge an understanding and a relationship, but an appreciation for the culture again. I think that whether you're doing business in the United States or whether you're doing business in Spain or whether you're doing business in Brazil, integrity, honesty, and transparency will get you a long way. Because in life and like everything else, if folk can't trust you or if you're not trustworthy, they're not going to do business with you. So I'll leave you with something my father gave me as a kid that I still share with a lot of young people. He said, at the end of the day, the only thing you have is your name. And if you're lucky, check this out now, if you're lucky, folk will know your name in death. And I didn't quite understand what he meant by that. But what he was simply saying is that there are so many people who die and do not have the value of even a tombstone that has their name on it. So keep that name in good stead, and if you're lucky, even when you die, people will know your name.
I like that. Very powerful. Well, there you have it. Crossing international borders. I am your chief visionary, Natasha Davis Bowe, and this is VPTV, A Day in the Life of Business. Catch our next episode, April 11th, Women, a Force to Reckon With. I thank you so much. Be productive, be progressive, and without hesitation, be successful. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Yes. This is Tony Black from Business here at the Business Center. I'm here with Tamara Harris. I wanted to ask you,
today's message has been not only motivational but educational. I'm finding that the panelists are so well versed in what their expertise is. And they're real people. They're down to earth. They're providing some information that I probably could have gotten elsewhere, and it's good to see it and hear it in person.
what field are you in right now?
I actually own a wellness bakery called Celine Sensations based in Stone Mountain, Georgia. The bakery was founded to really address the diabetes crisis in the United States. So what I produce are natural, fiber, reduced carbohydrate desserts and breads.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Claude, we've got Claude here at the Day in the Life of Business. Are you learning anything that you needed to know about?
International business and the finance, I had no idea anything about it. It's been great.
What field are you in right now?
We sell t-shirts, so retail.
Are you looking to get your business across the
I'm
board?
always looking to do more. It's been good.
Well, it's been live here, right here with Claude. I'm Tony Black, A Day in the Life of Business. Real talk.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Did you eat something? Or I think let's go. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for what you did. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm proud of you. Thank you again. I got to get back. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Appreciate it so much. We'll be in touch. Definitely. Thank you.
Oh my God, Natasha. I need to be more like you now.
Oh, I need to be like you.
I was stealing someone else's car.